Welcome, fam. This is Why We Moon, a YouTube channel dedicated to why cryptos go up and why they come down. This episode is going to be dedicated to a coin or token called Shiba Inu. In the past week or so, it's been going crazy, and now it's come back down to earth a little bit. There's a lot of mystery surrounding the token, so I'm going to answer 12 questions about it. I did a lot of investigation, so if you want to skip through to something, this will be a little bit longer of a video. Check the description. I'll timestamp when I answer certain questions, so you don't have to listen through it all if you don't want to. All right, let's get it started with who created the coin. Ryoshi is the creator of this coin, and he created it in 2020. It was late July when the coin was created. The first publication about it came out on Medium, and he described a little bit about why he created it. So that's kind of where the mystery begins, because Ryoshi, nobody knows exactly who he, she, they are, and that's kind of how it sometimes works in the crypto world. So that's where the mystery starts. But he said this is a project in decentralization. He's seen some issues with the Dogecoin and wanted to fix them and create his own token in this case to fix some of those flaws, so that the value can actually be stable and be a long-term project as well with sustainability. All right. So let's answer that. Is this a coin or is this a token? In my research, most people search this as a coin. Token is nowhere in the search terms, or a lot of times nowhere in the Twitter mentions. Most people call this a coin, but it is not. This is a token. Now, the difference being a coin has its own blockchain that it exists on, and a token exists on another blockchain. So this token exists on the Ethereum blockchain. It is a ERC20 token, which is just a standard for tokens that are created. Thousands and thousands of these things are created. I think there's about 200,000 ERC tokens that have been created. So really anybody can make them. That in itself doesn't make it good or bad. A lot of tokens, Maker is also on the Ethereum blockchain, is actually worth more than Ethereum, although the market cap is substantially lower. So coins are good. Tokens are good as well. They both have their advantages and disadvantages, but this indeed is a token and exists on Ethereum blockchain. And that's a quote. I'll link where I got that information in the description next to the timestamp. You can check out the link where they tell you that they're actually a token. All right. So we can't talk about Shiba without talking about the relationship to Leash, the sister coin or sister token, I apologize, to Shiba. What is the relationship? They say that this is a store of value for Shiba. I can't quite clearly see the relationship yet, but I did message Ryoshi on Telegram and asked him this exact question. I asked him, please clarify the relationship between Shiba and Leash, please. All right, and this is a good thing. They were responded to me in 1 minute. It just took them 1 minute to reply on Telegram, so that's a good sign. The creator is accessible, and they said that they are two key components of Shiba swap? So that's the answer. I got 2 key components of Shiba swap, and Shiba swap is the website or the exchange coming soon where you're able to exchange Ethereum for Shiba, Leash, and then in the future Bone. Yes, they have a third crypto token that's going to come out that is Bone. So they are creating a family of tokens that will be intertwined. Not a new concept, but it does get a little more gray when you talk about the third, which is Bone. They say that Bone is the Dogecoin killer. I don't know. There's not many details about this, but I'm going to speculate right here. So just take this for what it is. If Bone is the Dogecoin killer, it may be a burner for Doge. So in order to get Bone, you would have to show proof of burn of Dogecoin and convert that into Bone. Bone could then be swapped on Shiba Swap for Shiba or Leash. That's speculation. So the coin does bill itself as the Dogecoin killer. So in some way, they'll have to back that up. And in my opinion, that will be a good way to actually back up the claim that you're here to take over Doge's spot as the #1 meme coin. That's not an official award. It's just what it is. But so those are coin token relationship to Leash. There's a lot of things that are unclear, and Shiba is the most clear of the 3 tokens that have are gonna be here are here. So a lot of people want to know, like, is this a scam? All right, so you might click this video and say, I want to know if I should be buying into this. Can I go to the moon on Shiba, or is this some type of scam, some type of pump and dump? I did research extensively for hours trying to figure out, how is this a scam or is it not? And what I found, and again, I'm going to link it below, there are burn wallets that exist and show you exactly how much Shiba is in those. So they provide those. I checked them out, and from what I see, they check out. Now I'll leave the links to those wallets. There's 2 down below, and you'll be able to see the amount of Shiba in those burn wallets. And really, if you are thinking about buying it, I would save those links somewhere, because if any token ever leaves those wallets, then it is a really bad sign. Now, a little bit more than half of the 1 quadrillion Shiba was burned in these wallets. So the total amount, and there was some from the Shiba developers, there was some from people just sending them to that address as well, and there was a secondary wallet as well where some was burned. That totals 505 billion 953 million roughly, and I'll leave those exact numbers down in the description below. Again, that's how much has been burned. So yes, there was 1 quadrillion, but the circulating supply that actually exists on the chain, on the Uniswap, is just under 500 billion. So there's proof of that as well. They sent the 495 approximately billion to Uniswap, where it can be bought on the open market. All right, so next question with this. So there is the proof of burn, there is the proof that the rest was sent to Uniswap. Now another question is this a scam? How much do the owners own? So I also messaged in that same thread Ryoshi and asked him this same thing. I said, can you give the community some clarity on how much Shib and Leash you own? Include the team if you can. Ballpark figures or percentage ranges will do. All right. So this is important because while prices were extremely low, it will be easy to accumulate a huge percentage of the circulating supply. This can leave the community at your mercy. All right, so I want to know how much Shib and Leash, the owner, the creator, owns. Yes, it would have been bought on the open market, but again, when prices are really low, you can accumulate a lot of it for not very much money or Ethereum. So again, he did reply. First, he said, "I'm not the cuck that has been dumping because it's been going through a little bit of a dip." So I don't know what you want to read into that about temperament of the creator or not, but that's up to you. But then he did clarify. He says, I don't own any Shib." All right, so he doesn't own any Shiba. Shiba coin, Shiba token. Sorry, I still even get them confused. So he doesn't own any Shiba. All right. And then he says, I own a little leash that I got on the market. So little is relative. All right. So only 107,000 leash actually are circulating. So I don't know how much a little is, but he does own some, and you could read into that what you want. That's as far as the answer on that goes. But that's very. I mean, it's good to know that he doesn't own any Shiba, and it's also depending on how you look at it. Maybe he believes in Leash more than he believes in Shiba. I don't know. There's a lot of good ways you can interpret that and some bad ways you can interpret that as well. So, you'll be making your own choice on how you want to interpret that. And I'll leave that conversation and those answers below, as well as his Telegram, where you can message him directly and he'll probably tell you the same thing. Sorry, I don't know if there's a he or she, but they'll probably tell you the same thing. All right, so that's one way that this could pull the rug on people. Didn't seem like that's the case. This project has been going on for a while. There's a huge community behind it, and that's where you get most of your support. So there's a lot of puppy tokens out right now that are trying to do exactly what Shiba is doing, and Shiba is outpacing them a lot of times by 5-10 fold. So it's the most successful quote unquote puppy token going right now, and that's because of the community. So as long as you have that community support and you have that liquidity lock or that proof of burn, then you definitely should be safe. And I want you guys to check that out on your own. I looked into it. I'm telling you what I've seen. You check it out on your own. It's going to be easy to get those links in the description below. All right. So, where are the white papers? This is a great question. So I looked for these white papers and they do not exist, which is normally a red flag. If you're going to create a token or a coin, you're probably going to start with white papers and telling people what are your plans with the coin. All right. Or token in this case. So they did answer this question, and there's a Shiba info spot on Telegram as well where this question was answered, and the answer that they gave is soon with a question mark at the end. So the white papers will be coming soon, question mark. All right, so again, I'll link the Telegram where you can find exactly where I got that answer, and you can go check it out for yourself. Maybe there'll be an update there when they decide whether or not they're going to create those white papers or not. So Next is the community. The community is nearly 100,000 holders. It is growing swiftly, and like I said, that's your base. If you want to hold value, then you have to have holders that are not dumping on the market. So that's an important number. You do have a strong community of people that are putting their money behind the project and validating it. So as that community grows, the support and the volatility of the coin will diminish as the support increases and the holders increase. So that's a good sign. And as I said, there's a lot of tokens going around that don't have nearly 100,000 community members or holders of the coin. So now we are the channel Why We Moon, so let's kind of answer that. Why did this token skyrocket? I seen people 18,000 plus percentage increase in a month or 2 months. And again, that comes from the community. When you have community support, you have money flowing in, and people are willing to pay more because they believe in it. Now, it is a free market. You can buy when you want. You can sell when you want. Somebody can come in and buy a lot of the token, and that's going to send your price up. That doesn't have to be a moderator or a creator. That can just be a person that sees that there's a lot of trust behind the community. There is a community that's strong, and they can buy in. That sends the price up, and then as they realize some profits and give that more publicity, more people begin to be holders, and then they can sell some of that or dump some of that and make money. That's the free market. People are able to buy and sell as they wish. They're able to day trade. They're able to get out at the end of the day or get in at the beginning of the day. So that doesn't automatically make it a scam coin or a scam token. That's just the free market working how it works. In those cycles, you'll see a lot of times it'll go up, it'll come down, but it won't come down as far as or it won't go below where it started. So a lot of times these things are secular, so you'll be able to see that there'll be another episode of that down the road. As long as the community's strong, as long as the belief and support is still there, there'll be more money coming in, and that will push the value as well. If you're buying in to make 100% and get out, maybe day trade or whatnot, do your thing, but it's always risky to get into a coin for a day, 2 days, 1 week. If you believe in it long term, then ebbs and flows will happen. But if you did your research, then you should be able to make some positive percentage. So that alone, the moon and then the bit of a crash doesn't automatically make it a scam. And from what in my verdict, is that right now there's really not a lot of reason to believe that it is a scam coin, although there are a lot of gray areas. But you have to do your own research and figure that out on your own. Again, this is not financial advice. Do not buy or sell based on the things you hear on this channel. Do the research for yourself. All right, so they do have social media followings everywhere, so I'm going to link all of those. There's a website, there's a Twitter, a Reddit, Discord, a Facebook page, a Facebook group, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. Did I say Twitter? Twitter, Telegram seems to be the main spot where they exist, especially the mods. But also, if you want to check out my Twitter, whywemoon1, I followed all of the developers on there, so you could get you could look at all of the developers, mods, creators there, and be able to do your own investigation and see how you think if they're fly by night. A lot of them have created their Twitters 10 plus years ago. So anywhere from that 5 to 10 year range, they've been on Twitter. So again, that's a positive sign. All right, so quick where to buy. Uniswap is the place they send people a lot. Hotbit is doing the most volume. Hotbit is an exchange where you can exchange from so many different cryptos. It's not an endorsement. I'm not getting paid by them, but they're doing the most volume last time I checked of Shiba, and you can buy there as well. So any questions, I want you guys to leave them below. If I got anything wrong or you have any new information, please leave it. I can do an update video. And if you're looking at coins that are going up or crashing and want to tag me or send me a message so I could look into them for you, definitely do that on my Twitter, on Facebook, and here on YouTube as well, all Why We Moon. All right, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and happy trading to you all. Peace.